Hello and welcome to today's edition of the News in Brief. In the headlines, President Akufo-Addo delivers 2021 State of the Nation address to Parliament. Ghana to receive 17.6 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines by June. And FDA cautions public against fake COVID-19 vaccines. News in Brief is brought to you by
Graphic Communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. President Akufo-Addo on Tuesday delivered his first State of the Nation address in his second term in office, touching on various subjects from economy, health, education, agriculture, environment, and security.
The COVID-19 pandemic and its impact dominated the State of the Nation address. President Akufo-Addo talked about the challenges, measures taken by government to counter the effects, and forging ahead with national development. Touching on the economy, President Akufo-Addo said the government had to revise its fiscal deficit projections from 4.7% to 11.4% to reflect the impact of the new coronavirus pandemic.
Indeed, the cost of COVID-19 has been enormous. Our overall economic growth rate for 2020 was reviewed downwards from 6.8% to 0.9%. The non-oil economy was also revised from 6.7% to 1.6%. Revenue shortfall was estimated at 13.5 billion cedis, with additional expenditures related to stemming the tide of COVID-19 estimated at 11.8 billion cedis, with a combined effect amounting to 25.3 billion cedis, or 6.6% of GDP. The resultant fiscal deficit for 2020 was thus revised from 4.7% of GDP to 11.4% of GDP. This was done to reflect the impact of the pandemic.
Touching on the ongoing vaccination exercise to combat the coronavirus pandemic, President Akufo-Addo said government expects to take delivery of 17.6 million doses of vaccines by June this year.
On 24th February, government secured the first batch of vaccine doses from the COVAX facility. The vaccination campaign is currently ongoing, with 262,335 number of Ghanaians receiving the first dose of the vaccines as at 10:30 a.m. this morning. The target is to vaccinate 20 million Ghanaians, and government is working hard towards realizing this goal. We remain on course to taking delivery of some 17,600,000 vaccine doses by June, with more to come in the course of the year. I want to urge members of the House to lend their voices to the public education campaign currently ongoing with regards to the vaccination program. The vaccine, together with strict compliance with the safety protocols, is what will allow us to open up our country again and embark on the quest to restore normalcy to our lives and livelihoods.
The president also touched on some interventions made in the education sector and the promise of the biggest yet health infrastructure build-up in the country by the time his administration is over.
I'm happy to announce the government is facilitating the acquisition of 280,000 laptops for members of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, GNAT, the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, and the Coalition of Concerned Teachers, CCT, this year. Moving forward, the Minister for Education will soon detail an action plan for the implementation of the national teacher policy. Government has also introduced several interventions at the high school level. Some of these are the 198 million CD Academic Intervention Support Program, dedicated for extra classes for students in SHS. Implementation of free internet connectivity for secondary school. Full absorption of BEC registration fee for all students in public junior high school from 2017 till date. And full absorption of WACC registration for students, which started last year.
In our final story, the Food and Drugs Authority is cautioning the public to be wary of fake COVID-19 vaccines said to be sold online. The caution follows reports of a seizure of fake vaccines by the authorities in South Africa.
In a statement issued and signed by the Chief Executive Officer of the FDA, Mrs. Delis Darko, on Tuesday, the FDA said the only COVID-19 vaccines approved for Ghana are the Sputnik V and Covishield vaccines. The FDA reminded the public that the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service are the only institutions in charge of the importation and deployment of COVID-19 vaccines into Ghana, and urged the public to desist from purchasing COVID-19 vaccines and also report online portals suspected to be selling vaccines to the authority.
Thank you for watching. We will see you again tomorrow with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube as Graphic GH. I am Juliet Echansafo.